Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day. My name is Clara Lyons-DeVaughn. I am the broker owner of Lyonsview Realty. We provide residential, commercial for small businesses and nonprofits, and property management services. We also have a consulting arm, Lyonsview Management Solutions, and an educational arm, which provides books, information, which is Lyonsview Academy, and courses, which is Lyonsview Academy. So I just want to welcome you today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I am excited to talk about some information that I think is so very important to our entrepreneurs who are out there. I've been sharing this information with people who are in business for themselves or in business in general. And I was surprised by the number of people who said to me, Claire, I haven't heard about this, Thank you for sharing this information, because if you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known that this is something that I needed to do. So if you have heard this information, great, great, great. If you haven't heard this information, please, please, please share this video with someone who is a business owner, an entrepreneur, a person who's self-employed, a person who has an LLC. However that works for you, or whoever that person is, definitely share this information with them. So I'm excited to present information on the business, it's called the beneficial ownership information. So if you are a limited liability company, an S Corp, a C Corp, an Inc., I am talking to you. Some people got information in the mail because the program actually became available for people to input their information on January the 1st of 2024. Let me back up. I'm going to give you some background information first, and then I'll get more into the details. So the name of the program is Beneficial Ownership Information. Boy, that's how you're going to remember it, Boy, that's how I remember it anyway. So the beneficial ownership information refers to identifying information about the individuals who directly or indirectly own or control a company. So again, if you're an LLC, if you are an Inc., if you are an S Corp, a C Corp, a company, this applies to you. And there was something called the Corporate Transparency Act. In 2021, Congress passed this act on a bipartisan basis, and this law creates a new beneficial ownership information reporting requirement. So all it is a reporting requirement, right? You have to report information, and it's part of the U.S. government's efforts to make it harder for people who are bad actors to hide or to benefit from their ill-gotten money through shell companies or other opaque ownership structures. So in accordance with this Corporate Transparency Act, fencen, which is another entity, and I'm not going to get too much into them, but basically they may permit access of this beneficial ownership information. So you might say, well, who gets this information? The information goes to federal agencies who are engaged in national security, national intelligence, or law enforcement companies' activities. It goes to state, local, and tribal law enforcement agencies with court authorization. That's very important. It goes to officials of the Department of the Treasury. Yeah. The information goes to foreign law enforcement agencies, judges, prosecutors, other authorities that submit a request through the U.S. federal agency to obtain beneficial ownership information. for authorized activities related to national security, intelligence, and law enforcement. So really, they're just trying to stop the bad guys or stop bad people from doing things that they don't need to be doing. So it's available to financial institutions with customer due diligence requirements under the applicable law. So, or any law that would be necessary to facilitate compliance with those requirements, to federal function regulators or other regulatory agencies that supervise or access financial institutions with access to beneficial ownership information. So basically, in order to supervise those financial institutions' compliance with customer due diligence requirements. So FinCEN, which is the entity that is monitoring all of this, published the rule that will govern access to and protection of this information, this BOI, beneficial ownership information. And they did this back in 2023. So the information is reported to FinCEN. It's stored in a secure, non-public, I'm going to say that again, it's not for everybody's consumption, using rigorous information security methods that are controlled by the federal government to protect non-classified but sensitive information, right? So there's information that you put on there about your business, about yourself, that's sensitive to you. So FinCEN is going to work closely with the authorized agencies who are accessing or have access to this BOI information, so that, they want to ensure that they understand their roles, their responsibilities, and how they use this information, and how the information reported only for authorized purposes in a way that protects security and confidentiality. So if you are an LLC, a corp, an Inc., a company, an entrepreneur, or let's say you filed an LLC a long time ago and you forgot about it, right? You haven't really used it. You need to know about this. And basically you can go to, well, let me say something else before I go there. Is this BOI information that we report to FinCEN, is it accessible under the Freedom of Information Act? And the answer is no. The BOI information reported to FinCEN is exempt from disclosure under the Freedom of Information Act. So really, it's basically for informational purposes. So they launched the BOI filing on a website, and I'll put that, actually, let me put it up now so you can see it. I'll put it up as a ticker so it'll stay up for you. Okay, great. So FinCEN launched the BOI filing website back in January 1st, 2024. That's when the site went up and became active. So a reporting company created or registered to do business. So these are the requirements. If you registered to do business before January 1st, 2024, you have until January 1st, 2025 to file the initial BOI report. Okay. If you created or registered your company in 2024, you have 90 calendar days to file after receiving your actual public notice or creation of that registration. So when that registration of your business became active, if you did it in 2024, you had or have had, depending on when you're watching this recording, 90 calendar days to file your BOI information report, right? The business information report. If the company or your company was created or registered on or after January 1st of 2025, that company will have 30 calendar days to file after receiving their actual notice, their public notice, that the creation or the registration of their business is effective. So I'm going to say that again. If your business, your LLC, your S Corp, your Inc., your company was registered or created prior to January 1st, 2024, um, you'll have until January 1st, 2025 to file your initial void report. If you're a brand new business, or let's say your business was created or registered in 2024, you have 90 days, 90 calendar days to file after you receive your notice that your company, your business was created or registered, right? That it was, that your registration is effective. And then if it's after January 1st, 2025, it's a 30-day window in order to file your business information, business beneficial ownership information, your boy, to file to file with fencen. So yeah, so you have until January 2025, and after that, I already went over that. So people were able to start putting their information in January 1st of 2024. There is no charge for this. So there's no fee for submitting the information that you report to fencen. It's absolutely free. You just go onto the website that's listed. It's scrolling across the bottom. You go onto the website and put that information in. You can do this electronically through their website, which is fencen.gov /BOI. And I say go there because there's lots of information on the page. It will answer all of your questions. There's a really cute 5-minute video that you can watch that tells you actually how to do it and what to do, kind of all the information that I'm going over now. It will go over that information again, plus give you some more information that might apply to you or your business. There are some businesses that are exempt from filing. I'm not going to go through all of those businesses, but if you go to the site, you'll be able to see if your company or your type of company is exempt from filing this report. Do you need an attorney, an accountant, an agent, or somebody else to file this report for you? No. In most cases, reporting companies, you should be able to fill out this information form on your own using the guidance that they've provided on their websites. If you need any help in filling out, the form, there are people who are available that can assist you with that process, but it's a pretty simple form. So anyone from your business who is authorized to act on behalf of your business, such as an employee, an owner, third-party service provider, can file the report for you. So if you have people like that in your business who handle those types of activities for you, they can file this report on your behalf. And there's information again about that on the site. I'm not going to go into all of the details about that. Are there any repercussions if you don't do that? You're definitely required to do that. Like I said, there are some companies that are exempt from filing, and I would say go on to the site because the site will give you the most up-to-date and accurate information about who's exempt from filing this form. But I wanted to get into, where is it? If you don't file, they talk about S corporations. I'm not going to get into all of that either. Again, you can go to the site to get that information. There's something about homeowners associations. So if you manage or you're associated with an HOA as an entity, there's information about that on you may want to check out, be aware of. If your company, is your company required to report a BOI form to FIN if the company ceased to exist before the reporting requirements went into effect on January 1st, 2024. So you're not required to report a boy form if your company doesn't exist. If it was no longer a legal entity before January 1st, 2024, meaning that you entirely completed the process or formally irrevocably dissolved your company prior to that time, you're not required to report the boy form to FinCEN. There's more information on that again on the site. I'm looking for the penalties because we want to know what happens if you don't do that. There's all this other wonderful information that, again, I recommend that you go to the site and make sure that you're clear on if you need to file this form with FinCEN. But again, if you have an LLC, if you have a Inc., S Corp, C Corp, whatever kind of business you have, check it out to see if your company is required. But most LLCs are, which is why I'm presenting this information on Financial Fridays, because it's really important that as businesses we stay compliant with requirements. And sometimes people may or may not have seen this information. And so they said, well, I didn't know. So I'm letting you know this is something that if you're an LLC out there, you need to go on to the FinCEN website and report this information. Okay, I am not finding what I'm looking for right quick. Let me go back. I should have bookmarked it. But there is a fine if you don't do this. So like I said, it's a requirement for most businesses. And there are time constraints in terms of when your business was created, how much time that you have to file the report. And basically it's, your name, date of birth, address, whatever identifying number you have for your business. It's very, very simple report that you have to file for the business, the boy report on FinCEN's site. They talk about, if you are a corporation under another corporation, if you can use a P.O. box as your current address. No, you can't use a P.O. box. It must be a U.S. street address. It cannot be a P.O. box for this particular report. So, yeah, I really want to encourage you to fill out this form. You can go, like I said, at the very base of the form, that you can go to fencen.gov /BOI, fencen.gov /BOI. They can provide you all of the information that is necessary for you to fill this out. As a company, and when your company was registered, it'll give you the timelines for that. It will also give you the penalties. There is a penalty for not filing, which is why I'm telling you this. There is a financial penalty for not filing, and I don't want to give you the wrong information. If you can update the form, let's say the information that you put in changed, you can update that information within 30 days of when that change occurs. So that's really important to know as well. Wow, I don't know why I can't think. I can't find that one thing. Anyway, on the website, um, there's a lot of information on the website. It's really, really great. Tons of information for you. Very, very simple. Um, yeah. Oh, here we go. So, compliance. So, what happens if a reporting company, if your company does not report the beneficial ownership information to FinCEN, or if you fail to update or correct the information within the required time frame? They're really working hard, to make sure that people do this in the correct way. Um, and they're trying to give people, within the 90 days so that you avoid being penalized. However, in the Corporate Transparency Act, if you violate the BOI, the BOI reporting requirements, you may be subject to civil penalties up to $500 for each day that the violation continues. So that's a civil penalty amount, and it's adjusted annually for inflation. So again, go to the site to make sure you have the correct number and information. Um, but as of this publication, that amount has gone up to $591. A person who willfully violates the BOI reporting requirements may also be subject to criminal penalties of up to 2 years imprisonment and a fine up to $10,000. Potential violations include willfully failing to file a beneficial ownership information report, willfully filing false beneficial ownership information, or willfully failing to correct or update previously reported beneficial ownership information. So that's pretty serious. And that's why I'm really taking the time. Um, this is for people who are doing bad things, right? They just want to have your company, your business on record, who you are, um, the business that you're doing, so that they can go after the bad guys who are not doing their reportings as they should. And there are repercussions for not filing your information. So I just want to thank you. Thank you for listening in to Financial Fridays, Lyonsview Financial Fridays. I hope that you received something of value today. Here at Lyonsview Realty, we provide you with ESP, which is expertise, solutions with love, and lots of patience. We help real estate people who are buyers buy, sellers investors invest in real estate purchases. We provide information, education, and consulting to our clients and our consumers. Please, please, please like and subscribe this channel. Share this video with other people because this is really important information. And here at Lyonsview Realty, we're also here to assist you in making the best financial decisions and to give you information to move forward, move forward in a way that benefits you. So people ask me all the time, what is a Lions View lifestyle? And a Lions View lifestyle is when you actualize your dreams into reality. It is the possibility of what is available when your life is in order, your finances are in order, your health and your spiritual mindset are in order. And I just want to thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in today. It is just such a blessing to be able to give you this information. But don't keep it to yourself, as my pastor says. Share it with somebody else. So here at Lyonsview Financial Fridays, we stream live every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And It is live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can subscribe on YouTube. Please like and share this video with other people's. And we will see you again, or you can listen in again next Friday. And until then, keep living your best life.